Watch my life pass me by, never knowing where I belong in a web of love and lies. As you string me along, and I can't breathe, I can't see. I'm losing sight of everything. I feel the walls closing in, closing in. Am I falling apart? Oh, I just wanna be free. I just wanna be free. I think I'm falling apart. Oh, I just wanna be free, free, free. Watch my life pass me by, never knowing where I belong in a web of love and lies. As you string me along, and I can't breathe, I can't see. I'm losing sight of everything. I feel the walls closing in, closing in. I think I'm falling apart.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 3 of the Titan Esports Eternal League. Today we have Subatomic Gaming Chameleon versus Next Level Esports. We are going into week number 3. Both teams 2-0. So we got two heavy hitters seeing who can come out on top and keep their record nice and clean. Starting us off, we have got this big pick and ban phase going on right now. Subatomic Gaming, starting off with Kha'Zix, Aurelian Soul, and Ash. And Next Level Esports, banning out that Amumu, that Syndra, and that Braum. All extremely great bans, especially on this patch. And a nice B1 lock-in coming in from Subatomic Gaming of the Kaiser.
Kaiser always strong. We see Caitlyn now. Caitlyn, another one, a big lane bully. Strong from beginning to end.
Yeah, and I do like how Caitlyn's build path has been going lately. Caitlyn's build path has been going typically the collector first into IE, and even though she doesn't have a lot of attack speed right out the gate, she her ultimates just absolutely destroy anyone they hit.
Caitlyn is another one of those 80 carries similar to Jhin that can build multiple, that has a variety of builds, really. We can see her building crit first. We can see her building lethality first. I do agree that collector is is a good start off item as she has both there. We see the Udyr being hovered.
So I have to assume that this is a Udyr in the jungle. Um, Even though he's very strong in the top lane still, I just think he's even stronger in the jungle, especially with these recent updates coming through with these AP items. Going that Leandry's first and then just going like straight tanky, he just does so much damage and stays alive for so long. And then we see
Yeah,
the Oriana.
not to mention that, but also the Volley Bear. Volley Bear is another one that just is just so so tanky in the sense of the healing. That build path that is raging the rift right now of Navori Quick Blades with the Roa just makes him an unkillable monster.
Oh yeah, third item, Spirit Visage. Oh, he's just disgusting. He can just stick to anybody, and his constant procking of his W is just absolutely disgusting. And he can
With the
heal,
crits.
yeah, with the crits. And then he just like, I've seen Volibear go from a quarter health to full health in a matter of like 2 or 3 seconds. Um,
Yeah.
but rounding out this first part of the draft phase, we do see the Oriana coming out for Subatomic Gaming, and this is a staple for Thunder McBuster. He is a very good control mage player, and having a Oriana in the mix, it I think is a very good pick, especially with the teams that they're trying to pick. But it's not gonna be easy because Hui on the side of Next Level Esports, that's a very strong champion right now. He's been very strong in the later patches, but right now he's just absolutely amazing, especially in the mid lane, but as well as in the support role.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I am wondering if that is a Hui in the mid lane or in the support role. He can flex both. And we do see the Morgana being hovered. So that does lead me, okay, and the lock in on the Morgana comes through. I'm assuming that's going to be a support Morgana and a Hui in the mid lane. How do they match up, Oriana and Hui? What do you
Um,
think?
in the early game, Hui definitely has the pushing potential, definitely has the poking potential. But you can't count out the Oriana because he still can do a lot of damage. But overall, he's just one of those. Hui's gonna win the early, but as soon as Oriana starts getting some of these items online, Oriana can just completely delete Hui if he oversteps or mispositions in these fights. But going further in, we see this Alistar coming through for Subatomic Gaming. So this is a really good ball delivery coming out. So you not only have the Udyr, but then you also have this Alistar coming through, and I think that's a phenomenal pick. Not just for ball delivery, but just for frontline prowess as on top of the Udyr, and then following it through with the Darius top lane. So this is nice. I like this draft coming out of Subatomic Gaming.
Yeah, I'm gonna wonder what their reply is going to be on the side of Next Level Esports for this top lane Darius. It's looking like I do really like the Oriana pick. I do like the ball delivery, like as you said. The Udyr can carry it, the Darius can carry the Alistair especially, and we do see an Urgot getting locked in. I don't know what to think about this Urgot either. I love the Morgana pick on the side of New Level Esports. I love the Caitlyn. This is a very strong classic bot lane. There are going to be some lane bullies. They're going to have the range into this Alistair. They're going to have the peel. But what do we say into the mid game? I guess we're going to have to find out, huh?
Yeah, we are going to have to find out, but like overall, I like how both teams drafted. You have a very good front to back team comp for both sides. Not really too much just flanking power, but you do have you had very good dive potential coming out of Subatomic Gaming, but you also have very good counter dive potential coming out of Next Level Esports, especially with this Morgana Black Shield, the Urgot being um, just the front line and being able to disrupt anybody with his dash forward or his knockback in itself. The Caitlyn um, net shot being able to just disengage a little bit. There's plenty of things that can stop Subatomic Gaming from being able to just dive completely on next level esports. But there's also the dive potential essentially with this Volibear. So I want to see a lot of early game pressure coming from this Volibear, especially utilizing his ult. Every time his ult's up, I want to see they're going to try and set something up with this Volibear dive in any way, shape, or form, landing a Morgana Q or just setting up this way and just full on taking out these towers and pushing forward, and then just having the straight up damage to be able to look for these tower dives. And I really think that if they can pull that off, next level esports can really snowball this game.
It's definitely going to be an interesting game for sure. Looks dicey on both ends. It's really going to be up to these, I believe the solo laners will be, well, actually, the bot lane is going to be a big story in this game as well. We really just have to see how all of these lanes perform.
No, definitely. But for these early this early stage of the game, like the first couple waves and rotations in the jungle, what do you expect to see, or what do you want to see coming out of these jungles?
These jungle picks, I feel that Udyr wants it would be in his best interest to clear as fast as he can. Maybe get the CS and the experience lead on this Volibear. To then be able to get these gank opportunities as he sees fit. I don't know. It feels like both. It almost feels like both jungles want to counter gank the other. Like they both want to show up in the same lane as possible. It feels like Udyr is gonna have the objective advantage in the river. It feels that Udyr's team is going to have the 3v3 advantage in the top lane. Whereas Caitlyn and Morgana want to really press, if they can, press this Kai'Sa and Alistar out of lane, poke them down low to be able to have this dragon advantage.
Okay.
It's gonna be definitely very interesting to see. It really is, I feel like, going to be up to the laners to determine who has this lead, and the junglers will have to respond accordingly. I do feel that next level esports is going to have the stronger bot lane coming out in the beginning. And we're just gonna have to see.
Yes,
we're just gonna have to see.
Yes, we will. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be waiting for our spectator to do his delay, and we will see you all in just a little bit.
I'm running away from the past I left behind. I'm looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the lights. I'm lost in the music, can I stay here for the night? I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind. keep running, but your legs are standing still. It's like you're stuck in a nightmare, but you keep doing it for the thrill. Well, this is reality, you only live it once, so wake up from your dream. But just for tonight, let the lines get blurred, let your thoughts be free, let your thoughts be free.
You can love something and let it go. It's hard to see it in the moment, but the best things always hurt the most.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week number 3. We are on the riff with Subatomic Gaming Chameleon versus Next Level Esports.
Next Level coming out with that standard 5-point defense. Udyr taking the pixel brush. Meanwhile, all 5 members of the blue team coming and ganking this Udyr. Udyr's just gonna walk away. Hui is gonna back him up here. He's gonna get the poke damage on the Kaisa and the Alistar. A little bit more poke damage on this Alistar. Are they gonna really do something? He starts. He's gonna flip him over. He's rooted. He's dead by this Caitlyn. That's not a very good invade here.
No,
Caitlyn is gonna be able to secure the first blood and start with a longsword.
Yeah,
Very explosive start to this early game. Next Level Esports versus Subatomic Gaming. And it doesn't go in their favor.
No, it doesn't. That was absolutely unfortunate. So I see what Subatomic Gaming was trying to do. They were just trying to get some knowledge and trying to see if they caught anybody out just overextended in that river. But unfortunately, the rest of Next Level Esports was able to just rotate, and they had a full-on. It was actually a 5v4 in the favor of Next Level Esports, and that was just able to go get that first blood over into this Caitlyn's hands. And with this longsword in the bot lane, it's going to be really hard for Resilient. Ooh, and he went he went first strike. So that's a lot of damage coming out of this Caitlyn early on.
Yeah, this Caitlyn lands the headshot damage, another headshot onto the head of this Resilient Kaisa. We're going to see how resilient she is in the remainder of this game. Going versus a longsword Dorn's Blade Caitlyn. The Morgana binding is gonna go just wide.
Yeah, outside of that, we did see, even though a first blood went over to Next Level Esports, we do see the jungles pathing from bot to top. So knowing that this Udyr would typically have a faster clear than the Volibear, typically this Volibear is doing really well on his clear. So I'm curious to see how this is going to go in the top lane, if they're going to have a little skirmish over this scuttle, because both solo laners have prio for Subatomic Gaming. So I want to see if they're going to try and prio this the scuttle and help out the Udyr, or what's going to happen there. But we have a nice headbutt pulverize coming out of this Alistar. Now he's going in. He's able to get the stun on the Slayer. Slayer is going to try and turn onto Resilient, but Resilience is going to keep doing his thing, and that's going to be a nice little trade. But now here comes the root coming through. Everything's just going to keep coming onto this Alistar. I don't know if Alistar's going to be able to get out. Now he's burning. Everyone's trying to, but he was able to miss the Q, but that's not going to be enough. The Ignite goes down, but the Caitlyn's able to get the kill. Now on the top lane, that's a 2v2 starting, and Darius is going to go down. And now this Udyr, I don't think he's going to be able to get out, and that's going to, he flashes. And he wasn't able to get out. The burn coming through from the red buff was just enough. Yeah. And that is unfortunate for the side of Subatomic Gaming so far.
Yeah, not a well advisable 2v2 happening in the bot lane with this longsword Caitlyn start. Morgana just able to land these bindings and squeeze out that kill. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Darius going down, burning both summoners.
Oh, Thunder McBuster is going to have to try and get out, but here comes the slow, but it wasn't enough. The Q2 was just wide. Thunder McBuster with these fancy feet was able to get out of that.
Nice feet on the Orianna. She wouldn't have died anyway, but it was nice to be able to avoid that damage as Hui goes low on mana here.
Yeah, being able to sustain just a little bit of the health from that trade, because the Q2 coming out of Hui, even though it wouldn't have been a kill, it definitely would have been detrimental for this Orianna. Orianna being able to scrape up that last little bit of CS in the mid lane was very good. Oh, but that's a nice binding coming through, and now here come the traps. Oh, it's a massive combo coming in, and that's just enough to burn Resilient from 100 to 0.
Oof.
This is unfortunate for the side of Subatomic Gaming so far.
It's a very, very strong bot lane, the Caitlyn Morgana classic. As soon as that binding lands, it's an easy follow-up with the trap, net, Q, auto, 2 headshot combo. It's just not much you can do after that.
Not even just
Caitlyn has a pickaxe already and 2 longswords. She's already so strong.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. An unfortunate start already, down 2.5k gold. Just going 6 minutes into the game. These grubs are going to be coming up. But
5 minutes, 5 kills for the side of Next Level Esports.
No, they're really bringing everything to the table. They said, no, we want to finish week 3 3-0. But now here comes the headbutt pulverize. They're trying to get on the Slayer. Slayer's going to have to flash, but is he going to be able to get the stun? He's not. The flash is going to have to be burned, but the Slayer was able to keep his barrier. But now on the top lane, this Udyr just a little overextended. He's not going to be able to get out of that. And they were able to catch this Udyr counter jungling.
Yeah, Next Level Esports is truly next level. It appears in this game. 6 minutes, 6 kills, up 3k gold, almost. This way is also putting in work. Is gonna put the ultimate onto Orianna. It's not gonna be enough here, but it will be enough to be able to zone her. Alistar is backing her up in this mid lane. And Shockwave is going to be able to land. We got the flash coming out of both sides. He's going to land the stun, but Alistar does get the kill on this. That's going to be the first kill over the Subatomic Esports. Subatomic Gaming, rather. But it is going to go to the Alistar.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But now, here comes the Volibear. He's able to get a nice little stun. The shield's going to come through, but he is level 6, so he could look for a dive if he wanted to. But now the rest of Subatomic Gaming is here. The ultimate comes out. He's trying to get on a Thunder McBuster. It's not going to be enough. He flashes out, and he is able to get that return kill onto the Volibear. That was a nice roam coming through from not just the Alistar, but also coming from the jungle on this Udyr, being able to assist his mid laner.
Yes, I knew that the counter jungling or the counter ganking was going to be the name of the game for this one, and we're seeing the second kill being picked up by the Orianna on the side of Subatomic Gaming. They really needed that. Nonetheless, on one of their control mages, it's going to be a definite asset going forward into the mid lane. We're going to see if they can keep that theme going for the rest of this early game here.
No, definitely. But Looking at these items, I see a Tiamat coming through for the Urgot. Is he trying to go um not Hydra, what's the other one?
Ravenous,
Ravenous is no, not Ravenous, the one that shoots forward.
the one that shoots forward.
Can't think of the name of it, but
Titanic Hydra.
Is he going Titanic Hydra? Is that a good build for Urgot?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely a good build on the Urgot for sure. Yeah, I mean he builds health. I think his W skills with health, and it's just a good amount of AOE damage that comes from his passive. It assists with his passive and his auto attacks in general.
Okay. Yeah, no, so I really like what I'm seeing so far. Yes, even though Subatomic Gaming is down in kills, they're down about 1.5K gold. And unfortunately, all the objectives have so far gone into the favor of Next Level Esports. They're doing very well in the farming department. Oh, but a nice head flash over the wall. Headbutt pulverized. Now he's looking for the stun. He's going to be able to land it with the shockwave coming through. Is that going to be enough to be able to kill the Hui? Udyr is able to secure another. I'm sorry. The Alistair is getting another kill. But now here comes the headbutt to knock away this volley bear. And Udyr is here. And that peel is just amazing coming through. And now a nice little root coming through from this Morgana, but it's not going to be enough to try to return any other kills. And now Subatomic Gaming clawing their way back into this game. They may be down objectives, but they're not that far down in gold anymore.
Yeah, just a 300 gold disparity here. Caitlyn is going to be moving in on this Kai'Sa, but she's not going to be able to see much. She still has her ultimate available, and that's going to be a kill right there. Yeah, very good 1v1 kill by the Caitlyn here. They're rocking it in the bot lane, but this Alistair is rocking it in the roam department. He's roamed mid about 2 or 3 times and has been successful most of the time there. So,
no, this is very good for Next Level Esports. And I didn't even notice before he even used his ultimate, he already has a completed collector. So that collector, he would have gotten the kill regardless, but he was just trying to make sure that he was just low enough to be able to secure that kill in the bot lane for that 1v1.
He just got the collector, I believe.
No, he had it during that exchange.
Oh, he had it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But these E's coming out from the Hui, it's nice. That's a huge shockwave, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And now Thunder McBuster is going to get caught overextending. Here comes the volley bear. He's just going to run him down. He's going to get the stun. He's going to be able to get the kill. Oh, Hui's able to secure it with a Q2. And that's going to be massive going onto the side of Next Level Esports for this Hui.
So very competitive this game, Next Level Esports versus Subatomic Gaming. Kai'Sa just lands this W from nowhere onto the Hui, making him 1-3 in this game. I mean, we see a small team fight, the 3v3 coming out of the Subatomic Gaming versus Zenly. Kai'Sa coming in with the Killer Instinct. Udyr is going to get that first kill. Kai'Sa is going to get the second kill. We see a TP coming out to defend this tower. Orianna going to be onto this this Caitlyn. Caitlyn is just able to get 2 turret plates.
Yeah, he was able to get
Meanwhile,
turret plates and
Subatomic Gaming is getting 2 kills out of this 4v3.
Yeah, meanwhile, this Udyr is securing the grubs, and so that it looks like it's going to be all 3 grubs going in the favor of Subatomic Gaming. We're
looking at a gold lead for Subatomic Gaming.
A
slight one, but they definitely clawed their way back into this game from a big deficit.
Oh, they definitely did. But hold on, this Alistair, he's not going to get caught out. But while we have the opportunity, I'm going to run back that team fight real quick. We see everything in the top lane. We see this Alistair looking for an engage. He's able to land it onto the volley bear, but the black shield comes through, and now the ultimate comes out of the Morgana, and everyone else is just turning in. The Killer Instinct comes in, and they all focus extremely well on their targets, and then they're able to get the knockback onto the volley bear, being able to secure those 2 kills. And that was just phenomenal team fighting coming out of Subatomic Gaming. But hopping back into live now, we have both sides really putting everything on the table. And we pretty much got a dead even game outside of just one dragon going on to the into the favor of Next Level Esports.
It was definitely a surprising dead even game. Next Level Esports just allowing Subatomic Gaming to get back into this game after having I believe a 3K gold lead in the early. But we definitely did know that this was going to be an interesting one, a toss-up of a game, easily flip-flopping back and forth, and that's what makes it so entertaining.
No, exactly. And I actually want to bring note that this Udyr, I did not know that the Tiamat actually builds into Stride Breaker. So he actually went Stride Breaker for his first item, which I think is great. But the ultimate comes out of the Volibear, hopping onto this Kaiser. He has to burn his cleanse, he has to burn his flash, but he didn't have to burn his ult, so he still has it. Now here the rest of Subatomic Gaming is coming down to collapse in this bot lane, but nothing else is really going to come of it. We do have a live dragon, and it is a mountain dragon. Oh, it's a massive shockwave coming through with another two-man knockup coming from the headbutt Pulverize. The killer instinct coming over the wall. Now everyone on Subatomic Gaming is trying to just get some type of kills. They're turning all their attention. They're focusing everybody. Thundermake Buster just trying to run away, but I don't know if it's going to be enough, and that's going to be a kill going into the Volibear, and he is going to be able to get out alive. But now here comes the ultimate from the Caitlyn, and it is going to be a nice shutdown going into the favor of Slayer. And that was absolutely beautiful. Oh, and the smite comes through, and he's able to get the kill onto the Volibear. But hold on, Slayer. He only needs one more shot, one more good headshot that he has prepped, and he can get that kill onto this Alistar.
And Slayer looks like he's just gonna back away. Slayer is just playing so well in this game.
Oh, there it is, the headshot. That's all he needed.
Yeah, Slayer is just playing so well in this game. 5-0-2 on the Caitlyn. That binding is just gonna go wide as Toxic is going to defend this ward here. Gonna provide a little bit of harass onto this Udyr. Not letting him back so easily. You're gonna have to recall in a much safer position there, Udyr.
Yeah, but Udyr is going to be able to get the back, but this does set the timers off on Subatomic Gaming, so it looks like they're going to just give up
start this dragon.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to give up the dragon and concede it. But Thundermake Buster really pressing forward, really trying to get that damage down, but not really
going to
too
be able to
is
see
gonna
much.
happen. But now, hold on, this Kaiser is going to, looks like he's going to get caught out. He is on the wrong side of this fight. He does not have Killer Instinct up. So if this fight
Udyr's at Wraiths.
Yeah, they're just going to give this dragon over to Next Level Esports. It is unfortunate, but I think it's because the Udyr either stayed too long or he got chunked out and he had to reset. So I think that was a good call coming out from Subatomic Gaming.
Oh, yeah. Or out of Next Level Esports.
Oh, yeah, from both sides, really. Oh, that's massive. That's going to be a dead.
You can't fight this Caitlyn. She's 6-0 now. She's got the gold advantage. She's got the item advantage. She's just too strong.
No, exactly. And it's unfortunate because he's down 2 levels. While we have the chances, hold on, we do get a pause. And while we have a pause, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to switch over to our main screen. So we do not give away too terribly much, so the players can't just go and look to see what rewards are and things like that. But while we have the opportunity, we are going to see that while I had the chance, I do want to go over some of these items that everybody has. The Darius starting off with a Triforce, the Leandries like I expected coming out of this Udyr. But I was not expecting the Volibear to build Frozen Gauntlet first. That's an interesting one. The Caitlyn did end up going the Collector, and I'm assuming he's going to go into the IE because he has all the components for it. But Hui doing the normal build, he did opt into getting a Dark Seal though, so I'm curious to see if that's going to be a worthwhile buy, or if it's going to end up hurting him in the long run. But outside of that, everyone pretty much has pretty standard builds coming out from both sides.
It looks like the name of the game is going to be for Subatomic Gaming, this Udyr and this Oriana. Oriana and Udyr are the strong members of Subatomic Gaming. They definitely have to play around these guys. I'm curious to see what the next item is going to be out of the Kaisa. It looks to be a Nashor's Tooth, seeing as how she opted for the Sork shoes for magic penetration. Um, yeah, but I want to see them. I want to see this bot lane playing around. The Alistair has done a very good job at playing around the Oriana. I want to see the Kaisa as well. Group on this Alistair, play around the Oriana, stop 1v1ing this Caitlyn. Um, and join the Udyr on some of these small skirmishes.
No,
It's gonna
definitely.
be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one for sure. With the strong Caitlyn, with the Morgana bindings, with this strong Udyr, with this strong Urgot. But this game is still a toss up. It's still competitive. It still can be anyone's game. It really depends on who makes the mistake first.
Oh no, that you're definitely right. So this is a very interesting turn of events because the way that and I'm actually very pleased to see how Subatomic Gaming's playing so far because personally I would not have thought that the mental um would have been this strong after having a good or having an unfortunate level one team fight going into the favor of next level esports and being able and then also having this Caitlyn start off 2-0 basically in the first 3 minutes. I figured that the mental would have been something to put in check, but these players are really putting everything on the line and they're really focusing on how or what they can do for each team fight to be able to get that little bit of edge over their lane opponent or over their opponent in general for these fights and rotations. And both teams are just doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah, Subatomic Esports, I commend them for being able to claw back into this game from a 3K goal deficit in the early.
Less than 6 minutes.
Yeah.
they
New Next Level Esports had 6 kills in 6 minutes, and now we're looking at almost even.
yeah, on basically what is that about a 500 600k 600 goal lead basically just a kill or the two kills that next level esports is has over top of subatomic gaming. So i'm I'm pleased, but this is a little bit of a longer pause, so with that being said I'm going to put us onto a uh brief hold and we will be back once the game commences.
If I could, I'd never let you go. But my heart's fighting my conscience, and you don't deserve the fallout. Being pulled down in my undertow. You can want something so bad that it doesn't want you. Yeah, I wanted it so bad that somewhere I lost you. Yeah, this is the end, but it's not over. We've never been closer.
Looks like we're back. That's the first turret gold coming onto the Caitlyn. It's a big little purse coming her way. Things look a little dicey in the mid lane.
We usually have a little bit of trouble after a pause. I might have to. All right, there we go. All right, we should be good to go, ladies and gentlemen. That was It seemed that there was a technical difficulty coming out from the side of Subatomic Gaming. from this 80 carry, but it seems to be that everything has fixed itself. We are all back in, and we are excited to see how the rest of this game is going to turn out.
This Urgot is bullying this Darius a little bit.
Yeah, being 2-0, and especially with that full stride breaker, is gonna put a lot of damage onto this Darius. Even though Darius is strong with this Triforce, it's just probably not gonna be enough. But that's a nice headbutt coming out of this Alistar. But now here comes the rest of Next Level Esports. They're trying to get onto this Alistar, but he's able to get out. He's able to play that field of vision, and he was able to get out unscathed without having to burn anything unnecessary. Ooh, resilience, overstepping, and that
This Kaisa just keeps getting caught into these wayward 1v1s that really aren't in her favor.
No, but now Alistar having a flash over the wall, binding to go wide from the Morgana, and now top laners just doing top lane island things. Not too much going on with that, but oh my lord, that headshot coming out, and here comes.
If the Q would have landed, she would have got that kill for sure.
Thunder McBuster walking away with just an inch of his life.
Yeah, definitely all members of Subatomic Gaming have to be wary of this Caitlyn here. Oh, the flash pull just missing out of the Darius. He really wanted the kill onto that Caitlyn.
Did we have another pause? This does happen from time to time. If there's pauses or quick pauses. All right, we're back. Seems to be like there's a lot of technical difficulty coming through for the teams in this game so far, but what was a great clawback has ended in some pretty big disasters coming through on the side of Subatomic Gaming. They now are gonna have to really try and put themselves in a strong position to try and either contest for this third dragon or give over Soul Point and focus on getting some of these lanes or some of these towers down to get some global gold for the team.
Yeah, I don't think they contest this third dragon at all. This Urgot and this Caitlyn are just way too strong in the team fight. If they get any kind of peel, they're just gonna ace this Subatomic Gaming, and it's gonna be much more difficult to get into the game. I think they wait this out and maybe try to compete for Baron.
Oh, it's a nice headbutt overlays coming in, but now the
combo coming out of Alistar.
There's nothing else that's gonna be able to land, but now the binding coming through with the shockwave going wide in the back line, and that is gonna be a kill going over for Next Level Esports, and that's exactly what they wanted 40 seconds before this next dragon. But the cleanse gonna have to be burned out of this Kai'Sa, and that's a huge summoner coming out for this 80 carry on Subatomic Gaming.
An absolutely huge summoner cleanse coming out of the Kai'Sa. Next bit of CC that she sees, I mean, she's gonna be a dead Kai'Sa. The Volibear is gonna go in. He's gonna get hooked by this Darius. Volibear is gonna flash and stun the Alistar. Alistar is gonna get pulled and killed, and the fear is gonna land onto the Darius from the ultimate of the Urgot. Slayer is gonna get the kill. That's another kill onto the Caitlyn of Next Level Esports, and it looks like they're gonna posture up for this dragon.
Yeah. While we have the opportunity, we're gonna run that back real quick. We see everybody trying to just clear some vision, do what they can. Nothing else is really coming, but then the Volibear sees the Kai'Sa and flashes for the stun, but the killer instinct coming out from the Kai'Sa was absolutely beautiful. But that ultimate coming out from the Urgot just wasn't, or was just too much for the fear coming out, and the rest of, and then Slayer from downtown being able to secure that kill. But we are having some technical difficulty coming through for this game. We have constant pauses.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on with these two teams and their connection. Usually we have flawless replayability uh with the stream. I know that last time Resilient the Kaisa had connection issues. Looks like we're gonna restart our stream here to kind of recollect what we can here.
Yeah, this is
I
very
doubt it's on
unfortunate.
our end though.
No, I don't think it is. But sometimes when pauses come through, there is issues.
And we're back, seems like. Another pause.
Oh no! I paused it.
You paused it,
I
okay.
paused it just to get everything set. Um, but no, now being back into game. Here we go. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. There was some very technical difficulties coming through, but I think that was coming through from the servers. I know when there's a long pause, we do tend to have problems in the replay system that force us to have to completely restart everything. So that
Did
should
Urgot get another kill?
he got that kill from the engage around the dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
So now we're about a 4.7k gold lead on the side of Next Level Esports. This Caitlyn is absolutely rocking it. She's got her Infinity Edge, Collector, and Grievous Wounds item. Mortal Reminder, rocking. There's basically not a thing that she can't kill on the
no,
side of Subatomic Gaming.
no, you're absolutely correct. And what's crazy is I want to bring to note. So for my 80 carries, or just my league fanatics out here, the Mortal Reminder is the best bought item for Armor Pen coming out for 80 carries because of the grievous wounds that come into it. You only miss out on a little bit of Armor Pen from Lord Dominic's over the Mortal Reminder, so it's economically a better buy to get the Mortal Reminder over Lord Dominic's because you're really not missing out on all that much armor pen altogether.
Yeah, they once they nerfed the Giant Slayer passive from Lord Dominic's, it became just a lot less of a viable item in comparison to Mortal Reminder.
No, exactly. But outside of that, this Caitlyn is up a whole item over top of this Kaiser. Um, doesn't matter if the front line's standing in front of her or if someone gets called out. But here we have a headbutt pulverized. But the Caitlyn is here, and that's going to be... Oh, he turns his attention. That's a nice flash coming out from Resilient. He's going to kill her instinct to the back, but it wasn't enough. That ultimate coming out from Slayer just absolutely annihilated him, and Rifle was able to get the final kill. Now everyone else is turning their attention. They're able to come in. Here comes the Hui ult, but that's going to be a massive ult coming through and a double kill coming out for the Volibear. And now will this Volibear be able to secure a triple kill? And that is going to be 3 kills. Hold on, and the Darius died as well. That's 4 kills for 2 in the favor of Next Level Esports.
Caitlyn is gonna go down here. Caitlyn shutdown is gonna go to
The Udyr.
into the Udyr, who is one of their strongest members of the Subatomic Esports. Can he do much with that gold lead though? He is gonna get an Abyssal Mask to pair Lovely with his Leandries and the ball carrying for Oriana. Is that gonna be enough though? Going into this Urgot, who is still not killed, and the Morgana Caitlyn combo, which is still rarely killed. 12-21 in the mid game of Subatomic Esports and Next Level Esports. Subatomic Gaming, next Level Esports.
Yeah, now this is Soul
They're
Point.
death bushing right now.
Actually, I think this is a smart idea though, coming out from Subatomic Gaming. If they can just get any type of kill, that's a nice flash coming out of Toxic. The killer instinct's going to come through, but now the blast killing comes through. Now everyone's turning their attention onto this volley bear. That's going to be 2 kills going over, but now the spiral descent's going to come out from the Hui, but it's not going to be enough. Now they're trying to turn their attention on that, but the nice block coming out from this Caitlyn, and that is 3 kills going into the favor of Subatomic Gaming. Now they're trying to just continue to get a little bit more, but this Caitlyn is just too strong. And as long as this front line from the Urgot's there, that's a nice flash for the Fear is coming in, and now that's a massive shockwave coming in. Now they're going to be able to turn, and they're able to get the shutdown onto the Caitlyn. But now
who got the dragon?
Udyr did get the dragon, and now everyone is trying. But that's a quadra kill coming out. But can he get the penta? Is he going to be able to get the penta? He's trying to. And that's a
penta kill for the Urgot. Oh my goodness, Urgot is just going to carry this team fight. He misses the dragon. That's the soul point still for Next Level Esports, but he is going to completely wipe Subatomic Gaming.
Yeah, we're going to run that back real quick. So we see right here from the start, everyone's so low, but the ult comes out, and the flash for the Fear, 2-man Fear, it comes in, and this Urgot is just wrecking havoc. He's able to just clean up these kills. Even though he wasn't able to get the dragon, he was just able to continue to clean everything up. The Caitlyn went down, which was a massive shutdown goal, but it just, the Urgot was able to just completely annihilate everybody and give them a beautiful penta for the side of Next Level Esports. And now back in the live, we see Next Level Esports instantly going to this Baron, and now it's burning down extremely slow because the rest of their damage really isn't here because of how late these respawns are. But now everyone from both sides are here. The TP's coming in from the Orianna. Now everyone's focusing. What's going to end up happening? Are we going to get a massive shockwave? Everyone's trying to get onto this, and at the Baron's going to go over to Next Level Esports. Now they're trying to get out, but that's going to be a triple kill going over for the Caitlyn. But
Caitlyn is going to fall. Darius is going to get the shutdown. Orianna gets the kill onto the Caitlyn, and now we only see one member of Next Level Esports having the Baron, whereas 2 members of Subatomic Gaming are going to be pushing and taking this tier 1 turret in the mid lane.
Yeah, it's absolutely massive. And looking back at it, you know, you see the Barons just burning so slow, and they're just trying to delay and they're trying to get them. But you see all of Next Level Esports in that chokehold, and the nice headbutt pulverize comes in for a 3-man knockup. But the teleport was slightly slow from this Orianna, and it was just a cluster of a team fight. But Subatomic Gaming was able to come out on ahead, even though they lost the Baron. But back into live, we have a nice 4K gold lead going into the favor of Next Level Esports. They are still sitting on Soul Point, and they may be really far ahead, but Subatomic Gaming is again clawing their way back into this game.
It's still an attainable game for Subatomic Esports. They are relying on this Orianna. They are relying on the Kaisa to get those assassinations, and the follow-up from the Alistar. Alistar is still very strong. Darius is still a contender, but hold on, the binding is going to land onto the Alistar. Alistar is going to go unbreakable. Kaisa is coming in with the killer instinct, but the Morgana is going to use her ultimate, and Kaisa is going to go down here. Morgana is going to get the kill. We're going to see the pulverize onto the Volibear. Volibear is going to ultimate here. The shockwave does land on 2 members, and the Darius is going to get a 3-man pull. It's just pandemonium on the Rift right here in the mid lane.
But he was able to kill the Urgot in time so that he didn't die.
There's 4 people dead on the side of Next Level Esports. There's only 1 remaining, and that's going to be an ace on the side of Subatomic Gaming after they lost the Baron. Now they're looking forward to taking this mid-tier tower.
That was massive. That was absolutely massive.
Absolutely insane from Subatomic Gaming.
Yeah, no, Subatomic Gaming is really bringing it to them. They are showing that they're definitely the better team fighters and everything. But while we have the chance, we see the Kaiser unfortunately going down so early in this fight. But everyone's trying to wrap around. But Subatomic Gaming is already kind of clumped up. And a massive 2-man shockwave was able to come through, but a 3-man pool was just able, with that spin, was able to just completely annihilate the side of Next Level Esports, but that kill coming through on the Urgot, preventing that fear and keeping the Darius alive is what really kept Subatomic Gaming in that fight. That was massive. Now, back in the lab, we see this Udyr trying to run away. Rifle was just trying to just keep him on this map so he can't get a good reset. But now, the gold lead is actually dead even.
Subatomic Esports just clawing, absolutely just clawing their way back into this game, and they have. You know, they're just playing absolutely out of their minds in the terms of these team fights. It's been tooth and nail this whole game.
Oh, that's a
this
massive
Udyr is going to
aim
try
there.
to go in, but he's going to get rooted and CC chained. Dead by the Hui, and now also dead is the Hui and the Volley Bear. We're looking at a 3v3, 3v4 here.
But these shockwaves coming out of Thundermic Busters are just massive. He just completely annihilated the backline of Next Level Esports. But now Slayer
not done yet. He's
Slayer,
doing damage into the Slayer. Caitlyn is 1 HP, trying to heal up off of this Scuttle Crab. Is going to land this ultimate ability onto the Alistar. Alistar's 1 HP. And now she's going to kill this Darius.
That's massive. That was absolutely massive.
Caitlyn was just previously 1 HP, now she's full HP.
Yeah, it's that Bloodthirster coming
They
through.
they don't have vision onto this brush here. Now they're gonna get vision off of the Scuttle Crab. They see the Alistar. Alistar's gonna be able to walk away. Now they just secured the Ocean Drake. How are they gonna be able to kill this Caitlyn?
I'm not sure. It's absolutely massive for both sides. They're really doing what they need to do. The fights are going back and forth. You know, Subatomic Gaming winning multiple team fights back to back, and then overextending in those fights. It was just unfortunate because the Kai'Sa and the Udyr went down way too fast, and even though this Orianna is extremely ahead and extremely strong, the Udyr is just getting, you know, burnt to a crisp because of this because of Next Level Esports being able to just completely focus him, and this Caitlyn being so strong. So we're getting to the point now where the gold lead really isn't going to matter. It's going to come more of who plays their team comp better, who positions better, especially with a lot of these full builds coming out from multiple members.
I mean, absolutely. Caitlyn is definitely full build already. She's gonna be super strong here. The only benefit to Subatomic Gaming is that she can't get any stronger. But they're definitely gonna have to watch their positioning here. Volibear thinking about going in, and it looks like Kai'Sa is gonna be going in onto this Hui. She's gonna fall to the Hui. Hui is just absolutely deleting this Kai'Sa here.
But now Thundermic Buster is here. We're having two different fights on two different fronts, but they are going to be able to secure the kill onto the Morgana. And now, here comes the Volley Bear. They're jumping on the Thundermic Buster. They are able to block that ult coming out of the Caitlyn, but now they're just everything's too spread. Thundermic Buster doesn't have enough. He's trying to run away. This Darius is just extremely low, but the Orianna does go down to the ultimate from the Urgot. And now the rest of Subatomic Gaming is going to have to run for the hills, while Rifle is just trying to absolutely say who's the better monster at this point.
There's a 4v2 here on the side of Next Level Esports versus Subatomic Gaming. It's looking like they're going to be ending the game here. This is going to be game 1 in the wraps. Oh.
Seems like they're going to wait a little bit. They're going to try and press this a little bit. But it is going to, the death timers are just too long. They need Thundermic Buster up at this point. That's going to be both Nexus Towers going down. That is going to be the end of game number 1 in this best of 3. Next Level Esports coming out on top for game number 1. And this was just a phenomenal game back and forth. Even though we had some technical difficulties, both for the players and on our side, it was a phenomenal game. And Subatomic Gaming, if they're able to not give up an early game lead, they really showed that they have the extremely well team fighting
Capabilities.
capabilities, exactly, to be able to just absolutely run away with a game. So I'm gonna be extremely excited to see what comes out from game number 2 in these for these two teams. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna see you all in game number 2.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. We're gonna see you in game number 2.
Someday I will see you again. Yeah, this is the end, but it's not over. We've never been closer. Someday I will see you again. Oh, I will see you again. Someday I will see you again. Yeah, this is the end. I was 15 and I lost myself, but then I finally found you, and the things I felt that changed my life. Yeah. Now it's hard to go without you, but I know that if I doubt myself, I won't give up this feeling that I needed to change something inside myself. You can want something so bad that it doesn't want you. Yeah, I wanted it so bad that somewhere I lost you. Yeah, this is the end, but it's not over. We've never been closer. Someday I will see you again. Yeah, this is the end, but it's not over. We've never been closer. Someday I will see you again. Oh, I will see you again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number 2 of Subatomic Gaming versus Next Level Esports. We are hopping into draft phase. We see Next Level Esports opting into having blue side. These picks and these bans are coming through for both sides. We see for Next Level Esports they have banned out Mumu, Braum, and J4, with Subatomic Gaming opting to ban out this Skarner, Aurelian Soul, and Kha'Zix, and a B1 Slam coming through for Next Level Esports on this Syndra. Syndra was able to make it through, and that was absolutely massive. I, honest to God, thought that the Syndra would have been banned out from the red side for Subatomic Gaming, but they opted not to. So I want to see if Next Level Esports is really going to be able to bring what they had to the table with this Syndra pick.
Syndra pick always dangerous, always gonna be a threat onto the backline carries of Subatomic Gaming. Interested to see what they reply here with to this Syndra mid lane pick.
Yeah, now it's not the end of the world. I do like the fact that
Bard gets locked in.
yeah, I do like the Ashe pick coming out from Subatomic Gaming. I do think that's a phenomenal pick because whether or not you're behind or ahead, just the utility from your E coming out from the site from that Hawk and coming out from your ultimate, it's just an all around great pick regardless. But then the Bard is I think is an interesting pick. But if this support for the side of Subatomic Gaming is gonna roam like he did on the Alistar, I'm very excited to see what kind of plays he gets on this Bard.
It is definitely an interesting pick, the Bard. I would have liked to see a Braum to be able to defend this Ashe from the Syndra, from the Misfortune, but we do see the Rel being locked in. It is going to be. I'm really liking the picks out of Next Level Esports here. LeBlanc is being hovered and then locked in.
Yeah,
What do you think about the LeBlanc pick? What do you think about the Subatomic Esports, Subatomic Gaming, comp in general?
so far the comp on Subatomic Gaming is it seems like they're going for a pick comp. What they've shown so far is they're looking for a pick comp. Now, the Syndra being very immobile, if this LeBlanc is able to just start jumping on the Syndra and being able to annihilate the Syndra early on in the game and get that early lead, then I think the side of Subatomic Gaming can really run away with the game, especially because the LeBlanc can just absolutely blow up Syndra and Misfortune. Even with Misfortune building the Bloodthirster. But so far I like what both teams are picking. We have just straight up team fight coming out of Next Level Esports. They're looking for the 5v5 so far with these 3 picks, and then Subatomic Gaming really leaning towards this pick comp. But then looking at these next round of bans, we see the Vi and the Nocturne coming out for Subatomic Gaming, with the Zac and the Hecarim coming out from Next Level Esports. So really pinching these jungle picks, and we see a R4 Xin Zhao coming out for Subatomic Gaming. So
Definitely very interesting here. The Xin Zhao. I can't really say what I can think about on the side of Subatomic Gaming, what their comp, what they're going for. You said that it's a pick comp, and I could definitely see that with the Bard and the LeBlanc and the Ashe, an arrow landing. I could definitely see the Next Level Esports straight team fight, is super team fight oriented comp here. With the Ornn coming out, they're gonna be super strong. Oh man, Wukong, come on! Like in the team fights, I don't think that Next Level Esports can be beat here. I could definitely see if they do lock in this Camille, and they are gonna lock in this Camille, they are gonna be a super small skirmish
pick comp coming out with this Camille, you know, the hook shot coming out, super long range with the R, lockdown, LeBlanc's super burst coming through, Bard as well, you know, the isolating the enemy team. I can definitely see it now.
Yeah, it is. So I like the Zenzel altogether. Yeah, it may not fit the pick comp
The
specifically.
Zinzao is the only thing that I'm not worried about, just curious about.
So I will say this: seeing what they had drafted so far, especially going towards this, like leaning towards a pick comp, I like the Zinzao pick before knowing the Orin and the Wukong came out. And the reason why I say that is because they clearly want to go in with this Rel, with the Rel, just specifically the Rel. So locking in the Zinzao, and now specifically with the Wukong and the Ornn, this Zinzao is actually a really good pick. And the reason why I say this is because he's going to be the frontline disruption. You have a pick comp. Now, Zinzao jumps into the middle of the team fight. He ults. Guess what? Now everyone's going a different direction. A pick comp is best when someone is isolated. So now, when you ult, when this Zinzao is looking to ult, if the Ashe, the LeBlanc, and the Bard are all sitting on the backside, or this Camille is still hovering around and not in the middle of a team fight yet, guess what's going to happen? The Zinzao is able to just throw somebody back towards the team. They're able to pick them off and do what they need to do just based off of damage alone. But then they still have the Ashe ult, the Camille ult, the Bard ult, if whatever they need. And they're really going to be able to utilize this pick comp. Now, the question is, are they going to really bring this to the table and execute it to the ability of what it can be done, or is there going to be some problems because if they can't execute it almost perfectly, this massive team fight comp coming out from Next Level Esports can absolutely run them over if they're not careful.
I think that you're expressing yourself very well here. In because I feel the same sentiment. I feel that Next Level Esports can just unga bunga these all of these mid game team fights, late game team fights, whereas um Subatomic Gaming seems that they have to think a lot more critically about how they proceed through this game in the mid lane and especially the late game. They're gonna have to play a lot more perfectly, whereas Next Level Esports has an intuitive comp where they don't have to think as hard. They don't have to play as mechanically. You know, so it's definitely gonna be a very interesting game. For both of these teams, I'm really interested to see how this game two plays out. It looks like it's going to be in the favor of Next Level Esports because they drafted for the team fight. But you know, these games are all a wild card. I'm really interested to see how it plays out.
No, exactly. And what I really like about this is that uh just seeing off of game number one how Subatomic Gaming was able to just claw their way back constantly in the team fights and throughout the whole entire game in its entirety, being able to claw back and do what they needed to do. If
That
they
is
can
true.
execute how they were executing in a team fight situation with this pick comp, I think that they can really run away with game number two.
That is true. I mean, Subatomic Gaming was never truly completely out of the game. You know, you can't count Subatomic Gaming out. You can't. You just can't.
No, you
You know.
cannot. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wait for the game to get started. There is a slight little delay going on with the teams trying to make sure that all pings and FPS issues are being fixed due to game number one with some technical difficulties. So we will be back once the game is started.
Watch the world pass me by. Black hole trying to chase a sunrise. Every day I was on my own. Can't see my hurt cause I'm a ghost. In the crowd I still felt alone. Yeah. But then we found each other and everything turned around. From broken heart to another. You never let me down. You never let me down. Ooh. Even when my world gets all fucked up and comes crashing to the ground, you never let me down. You never let me Even when my world gets all fucked up and comes crashing to the ground, you never let me down. You never let me down. Blue skies never look so gray. The brighter the stars, the more I just fade. Couldn't see how anything changes. Some days I could barely wake up. The voices inside, they told me give up, and I almost did. Yeah. But then we found each other.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game number 2 of Subatomic Gaming versus Next Level Esports. I am excited to see what this game is going to bring. I want to see if Next Level Esports is going to be able to close this best of 3 out and keep their record 3-0, or if Subatomic Gaming is going to be able to take a win off and bring us into a game number 3.
Next Level just got the crazy team fight comp going. And they don't really suffer in the lane department either. Like, Warren is still strong in lane. Syndra is okay, she can play safe in lane. As well as the MF and Rel. They're pretty okay in lane.
No,
It's really gonna depend on these Bard roams. I really want to see these Bard roams pop off. The Xin Zhao is really gonna be a key player here. I really want to see what he does in these early levels, in these early ganks. Maybe he can set something off here.
no, exactly. And I'm glad that you said that, because I want to see this Xin Zhao burn a flash out of this Syndra immediately, if he can, and then just constantly repeat gank to the best of his ability. Because if he can get this LeBlanc online and get some nice early kills coming through for the LeBlanc, and get Thunder McBuster onto this map and roaming, it's really gonna open up what Subatomic Gaming can do. But Next Level Esports, like you said, they have strong lanes as well. And I'm just curious to see how they're going to try and do it, because on both sides have the ability to be ganked, or utilize not having just excessive mobility to their strength. So I'm really curious on how both teams are gonna try and play this, or how specifically how the jungles are gonna play this.
I think it is gonna depend on the jungles. Well, it is gonna depend on the on Xin Zhao specifically, because the later the game goes on, I think the more it will fall into the favor of Next Level Esports, because they, like I said earlier in the pick and ban phase, Next Level Esports don't really have to play as hard. It's going to be Subatomic Gaming that are going to have to press these opportunities, take them as they see them, and really seize on them to be able to capitalize on the small windows
No,
and
exactly.
create a lead here.
No, exactly. And I really like how you say that, because the side of Subatomic Gaming, really their team comp. I'm not gonna say it falls off and that they can't win. But hold on, we have the dash coming in. That's a nice portal coming through the wall from the Bard. He saw it coming, and now the Xin Zhao is hovering, and I don't really think too much is gonna come of it. But just trying to get these electrocute procs coming off on.
The block falling here very early in the lane. She does have TP.
Yeah, but I want to go back to the point that you were saying though with these team comps, because really honestly Subatomic Gaming, after, not saying that they can't win in extreme late games, but the side of next level esports, they really just need to farm, and the team fights later in the game they can really just kind of win. Ooh, a nice crash down, but it's not going to be enough. And now a nice stun comes through, and that's going to be an early ignite. But here comes the exhaust out of the rail, and now they're trying to turn. Oh, but Resilient's trying to run in. He uses his barrier, but that's going to be a nice Q coming out from the rail to break that barrier, and he is going to be able to secure that first blood.
Yeah, Rel does have that shield breaker passive on her Q. Definitely can pop a barrier pretty easily. And just as we were just saying, Next Level Esports is going to have the major advantage in terms of team comp all the way through this game.
Yeah, it's specifically like team comp and team fighting purposes. But if Subatomic Gaming is really able to just bring what their team comp does to this to the early game, and they're able to really try and snowball themselves and end the game basically pre 25 minutes or around the 25-minute mark, then they can really close the game out. But Next Level Esports, all they need to do is just prolong it, because really after 25 minutes, I'm not gonna say it's a guaranteed win, but it gets significantly easier for the side of Next Level Esports.
I mean, if Subatomic Gaming does not create a lead somehow, I don't see them inching this game out just the way that they did before. They were very successful in clawing their way back into an even game in game number 1. But Next Level Esports draft here is just so well thought out that I don't think that they will be able to do the same in game number 2.
No, I mean, and you are correct, but right now, early stages in the game, there's only one kill going over in the side of Next Level Esports. It is on the rail, so it's not the end of the world. All lanes pretty much even in most aspects. But Thunder McBuster here almost going down. I think he's going to go down to the minions, and he does. That is a solo kill going over into the favor of the Syndra for Next Level Esports.
The Winions are going to be able to get the kill onto the LeBlanc. Syndra is going to get the credit and the gold. Coming back with a boots buy.
Yeah, so I want to bring to everyone's knowledge, before we see any type of gank coming off on this Wukong, who is looking on this bot side. I want to bring to everybody's attention real quick that these minions early on, but hold on, here we go. Oh, and the level 6 coming out from the crash down coming, but here comes the bullet time, and that's going to be enough to land onto the Ash. Now the flash coming out and the second ultimate coming through, and is it going to be enough to be able to save this Bard? Now they're trying to get the kill onto the Misfortune. He is able to secure it, and now they're trying to get out, but the Xin Zhao is strong. He is able to get both kills if he can get them. He's looking for the knockup. Here comes the knockup, but the crash down comes in. And is he going to be able to dash forward to this Wukong? No, but he is going to be able to get the kill onto the rail. But now this Camille biting off more than he can chew. Oh, but he was taking the tower.
Oh my god,
he
just takes 3 tower shots. Just desperate trying to kill this Camille. He does not have to try that hard to kill the Camille. He could have just waited. But
so
he doesn't. He just greeds. He greeds and he just dies for it. And but on the side of Subatomic Gaming, we do see that this Xin Zhao is going to be the wild card. He is 2 kills up.
So now the question
this
is:
side.
is he going to go the Eclipse build, or is he going to go something like the I forgot the names of them, but is he going to go is he going to go the Eclipse build? Is what I want to know.
Oh man, I'm so upset by this horde. Diving this Camille, taking 3 tower shots when he was previously up in the lane. That's okay. That's okay. I don't think that he necessarily needs to be super ahead. Oh, the stun is gonna land from the Syndra,
Just
and
Syndra.
this and the R is gonna land. Yup, that's all it takes. The flash R is gonna come through from the Syndra onto this LeBlanc, and that's all it's gonna take to finish her off.
So I want to know if this Syndra is going to build what is that, the Storm Surge item that gives you gold. Because I've been seeing that lately. The Syndras have been going Storm Surge, and when you proc it off of your ultimate, it just annihilates people. It absolutely shreds them.
Yep, that is just a crazy item. It's really a crazy item. Both assassins, LeBlanc and Syndra, would go it. I have seen that on LeBlanc as well. But I don't know what it builds out of, what components.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. But for both teams really bringing everything to the table in this game number 2. Ornn unfortunately making a unfortunate mistake in the top lane, costing him his life, but it's not the end of the world. But now we do see a lane swap coming out, lane swaps coming out. We see the bot lane from Next Level Esports, but hold on now, Rifle getting caught out, but here comes the Ornn Horn trying to get everybody. That's a massive bullet time coming over the heads of everyone. Now they're turning their attention onto this Camille, and they are going to be able to secure that kill. And now they're looking for this Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao had at the ult. He's trying to get out to do what he can, but that's a massive two-man ult coming out from this Bard to be able to save this Xin Zhao. But that is 2 kills going over in the favor of Next Level Esports.
It's 2-0 on the side of Next Level Esports. Bard is going to be able to save his team, Subatomic Gaming, from the rest of the kills. That is a good peeling all from Bard.
No, the support on the side of Subatomic Gaming is absolutely playing out of his mind tonight. From game number 1 to now in game number 2, he is just where he needs to be at the right place, right time kind of thing. And he's really doing the best that he can to put his team on his back. But now he's gonna.
Is it gonna be enough though?
That's a good question. Knowing that there's no ultimate on this Wukong, everyone's trying to collapse.
We got 3 members of Next Level Esports going out to 3 members of the Subatomic Gaming. Camille's gonna fall, and the Wukong is gonna fall. That's gonna be a 1-for-1, and we see Miss Fortune coming in here for the backup. She's gonna get knocked up. She's gonna pop the barrier. She's gonna fall to the Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao working on this Rel. Rel is just going to be escaping with a sliver of her health. Ornn, meanwhile, is going to be nailed by the arrow from Ashe, and she is going to fall to the Ashe. That's going to be 2 kills on the side of Subatomic Gaming to 0 for the side of Next Level Esports.
No, this is phenomenal gameplay coming out, and as Xin Zhao did opt into building that first item, Eclipse, the Ashe arrow coming through in that for the last minute really helped be able to secure that final kill onto the Ornn, and that's really what I want to see coming out of Subatomic Gaming is the pick comp. They have lower cooldowns right now, more damage in this early game overall, and now we see Thunderbuster trying to jump in. Landing a double root, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Slayer able to get the kill with the bullet time, and now Resilient able to return the kill, but now everyone's going to come in. That's a nice crash down coming in. That's going to be a massive Magnet Storm coming in. Now the rest of the team is here to try and back him up, but I don't think the Xin Zhao has enough damage, and now he's going to try and run. He was able to try and break the knees of this Wukong, but it wasn't enough from that Q, and Wukong is able to get a nice double kill in this mid lane.
Yeah, the Bard gonna have to burn the flash in order to survive from the Wukong triple kill. And it looks like Next Level Esports is just gonna squeak out this this gold lead and this kill lead in the mid game. Wondering if Subatomic Gaming is going to be able to reply here as they posture up for this dragon, for this second dragon here.
So this
The
is
Bard ulti is gonna come out.
This is the second dragon being a mountain drake, and being the fact that it's the only one that's going to be on the rift this game. Oh, hold on, that's the Ash arrow coming in, the flash coming out from the Syndra, but then here comes a nice stun coming in with a crash down. They're going to be able to secure that kill onto the Xin Zhao. Now everybody else focusing onto this dragon. Dragon's going to go over to the Next Level Esports. Now the rest of Subatomic Gaming are going to have to try and run for the hills, but this Bard isn't going to be able to get out. That slow is going to come through, and the level up coming out from this Bard was just enough to keep him alive from giving a kill over to the Misfortune.
Calculated.
Absolutely calculated. That was massive.
There was no way he intended that for happen. He was so lucky. This Bard, he just leveled up in time when that minion died, able to just save his life from the Misfortune.
That was crazy. But these team fights, what's going on is just absolutely massive. And now this Ashe is slightly up ahead, a little too far up in the lane, and this Wukong is looking. He does have ult, so it's gonna be a nice knockup.
That's a dead Ashe.
This is a dead Ashe. That's a nice knockup. And then the
oh my God, Syndra is so strong right now.
Throwing this is just massive. The Syndra's just so strong. The Syndra is like the Caitlyn from game number 1. This Syndra is going to be a problem, especially because he's able to land these stuns so consistently. And he went, oh, I forgot the name of it. But his first item is absolutely massive.
The crit crazy item. Let's call it that. The crit crazy item.
The crit crazy item coming out for the first item for this Syndra is just absolutely massive. And it being able to back and buy. Oh, that's a nice Ash arrow.
Oh my God! But the Ash arrow followed by the Bard ultimate. Are they gonna be able to capitalize off of this? No. She's gonna be able to move. Bullet time coming out. The Camille is just gonna live with 1 HP. The Bard, not so lucky, is gonna fall to the Syndra. And that makes Syndra 5-0. On the side of Next Level Esports, they have a really strong Syndra right now. What is she gonna come back with?
I think she's gonna be able to get another item off of that. I'm not sure, but I think she's gonna be able to finish her second item, and if she can finish her second item pre 20 minutes, this is gonna be absolutely disgusting. But that's a nice crash down coming in, followed by the stun, followed by the knockup. But here comes the Orange Horn. He's trying to get everything. Toxic barely being able to survive. He has to flash over the wall. Now they're looking for this kill onto the Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao's going to go down, but now everyone turns their attention onto Slayer. I don't think it's going to be enough, but the Syndra's going to be able to get the 1v1 in the bot lane against the LeBlanc, and now everyone else on the side of Subatomic Gaming try to run for the hills, but here comes the Ashe trying to 1v1 this Syndra for some reason. I don't think this is a smart idea, but he's still going to try. He's going for it. He's looking for the slows. He gets stunned, unfortunately, but then that nice little proc coming out from the first strike is going to be able to secure that kill onto the Ashe, and they're going to be able to use this Herald to be able to break open the tier 1 mid lane. Meanwhile, on the top lane, there's Camille doing the best that he can against this Orange, but Orange is just too damn tanky. That was crazy. That was a lot. That was a lot. That was crazy. There's just everything happening all over the map.
No, there's no way that this Ashe trying to 1v1 the Syndra. No. You cannot do that. No, not a 6-0 Syndra that is now 7-0. 700 gold bounty. You know, like Next Level Esports, we see the stun coming out for the Rel. That's not gonna amount to much. You know, support versus support. No one nearby. Ashe backing him up in the river brush. Yeah, okay, the stun arrow went wide. Ashe arrow is just gonna go wide onto the Misfortune. I respect it. They need to make something happen on the side of Subatomic Gaming.
Oh, that's a
They're
nice
down.
bar.
Oh, that's
but
a
here comes
nice
the
bar
TP.
ulti going on to the.
Oh no, but the ult was the TP was stopped out by the
Misfortune
Camille.
is dead. That's okay, but it's gonna go to the Bard. It's crazy to me. And Camille is still trying to fight this Ornn here. Ornn is tanky as fuck.
But
She's
now
gonna have to recall.
But now here's the problem. They're all looking for Thunder McBuster. He's going to be able to jump over the wall to safety, but this dragon is coming up. They are in a 4v3 situation, and there is no TP on the side of this Ornn because it was stopped out by the Camille. Camille does have TP, so he can join this team fight if he needs to, but the Ornn is already in rotation. So before this Camille finds out, it might be too late. He needs to try and TP to this team fight beforehand. The Ashe picking up what he can, but now they're looking for the for this Bard, trying to get some chip damage, but it's not going to be too much. They're just
Misfortune has bullet time. She is going to be able to group in time because the Camille did not teleport early.
Ooh, this is going to be a massive Drake number 3 going over into the favor of Next Level Esports. They're not going to be able to stop it, but that's a massive stun coming in, and then it's going to be followed in by the Ornn, but then the Ornn
just
horn.
living.
Is he going to be able to get the snipe? Oh, he has to flash so he doesn't die. That would have been a good kill coming over for the Ornn.
Gets the flash though. Gets the flash.
Oh, but this is going to be a dead Ashe. There's nothing that he can do. The raining bullets come down. The flash comes out, but the knockup comes and the bullet time follows. But it just, the kill was able to go over to Wukong.
And what do we say? Listen, 18 kills to 8. You know, Next Level Esports.
I
Is
don't,
that a Syndra flash
I
coming
don't
up?
think the Syndra needed the flash there, but I respect the fact that he didn't want to possibly give up a
All right. You know,
gold.
the bounty, yeah. The bounty is on his name.
So I respect the flash in that aspect, but I do think he would have been fine. But I don't think he knew where everybody was on the side of Subatomic Gaming. So doing that out of respect was the right choice.
He respected them. Yeah, I mean, Ornn taking some chip damage, barely, you know.
He threw some feathers at him.
Like, you know, like.
Nah, but now the only next main objective up on the map is going to be this Baron. So both teams are going to be trying to prep the wards. I see the supports. They're trying to prep these wards around the Baron. And I think that's what they're going to try and do. But now, hold on. We see this Bard trying to just get some meeps, but it's not going to be enough. He is going to get called out, and that's going to be that is going to be a kill coming through for the Syndra onto the Bard.
Stun landing onto the Ashe from the Syndra. Ashe is going to get knocked out. That's a double kill for the Syndra.
That's
and now
massive.
they're looking out to this Baron. This is gonna be a free Baron for the Next Level Esports team here. And they're looking at possibly like what is that, a 7K gold league?
Yeah. 8K gold league. About an 8K gold league, give or take. 7, 8. I'm not going. I don't feel like doing math right now. But yeah, 7, 8K gold league.
The math is not mathing right now. But they got a gold lead. And Next Level Esports, as we predicted, is going to be successful into this mid-game. Subatomic Esports just having to work a little harder. Way harder. Okay, the Bard ulti is going to come through, but there's nobody to contest it there.
Oh, I thought he was going to get
Actually, they did not have Smite for that Baron. Baron falling as low as 66 HP. So if there was anybody on the side of Subatomic Gaming there to steal the Baron, it was totally up for grabs. But they don't end up getting it.
So the clone coming out from the Wukong was just enough, and the Rel was able to step in front just in time, and the stun coming out from the Bard landed on the clone instead of the Baron, and that Q coming from the Bard actually would have been enough damage to secure and steal the Baron in the favor of Subatomic Gaming. But luck was on the side of Next Level Esports with that clone coming out from the Wukong, and it was enough to be able to secure the Baron.
Yeah, what is Next Level Esports going to do next to close this game out? Or are they going to throw? I'm really curious. Like, are they going to throw, or are they gonna close this game out?
So what I want to see actually from Next Level Esports is they have the team fighting prowess. They have the five-man team fighting where Subatomic Games.
They have 2 TPs.
Yeah, but hold on. Here
Rel's
comes the
getting
Ash-
caught out here. He's
the Ash
gonna
arrow comes
fall
through.
to the Ash Arrow and the Zinzao.
But now the Cyclone just doing
Bullet
massive
time is
work.
gonna come out. We're seeing a
Oh.
one for one.
No.
Okay, a blue team double kill. Next Level Esports is gonna see a double kill, and we're gonna see 4 dead members just like that. 4 dead members on the side of Subatomic Gaming, and now Next Level Esports has the Baron buff. They're gonna be able to see at least an inhib here, possibly the ending of the game.
Yeah, no, this is looking like a clean game coming through for Next Level Esports. A stun being
Another
right through.
stun.
I'm telling you, these stuns coming out from the Syndra. This is why Syndra needs to be banned. But the Bard ult coming overhead, not gonna be enough. Both of these towers are gonna go down, but not everyone's gonna be up in time. I think
Hit the Nexus. End the game. End the game. And that's the end of the game, folks.
yeah,
Yes, sir. Next Level Esports. Just closing it out in this 2 of 3 game series. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. That was a wonderful game that we just saw. And
Yeah.
anything else, Smitty?
No, that was absolutely wonderful coming out from both sides. They were able to really bring everything to the table, and both teams really played their best. And this is gonna be the end of week number 3. Next Level Esports being able to continue their record to 3-0, and Subatomic Gaming unfortunately losing 0-2 in this series will bring their overall record for the Titan Esports Eternal League to 2-1, which does not take them out of the playoff runnings at all. They are still in a very strong position. But with that being said, that is the end of week number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is BG Smitty and BG Des signing out. We will see you all in week number 4.